So let's take a moment and, set your posture straight, feet straight, slight bend in the knees, and a little space between the arms, elbows slightly bent, head drawn up like a thread, and feet sinking into the earth. And we'll just sort of feel this ball of energy between the hands. We want to invite the chi in, just to kind of set ourselves for the beginning of the class. And I just breathe in, I draw in the abdomen, and I exhale, push out the abdomen. So I'm pumping the chi by drawing in the abdomen and exhaling, pushing it out. So it's like it's vacuuming in. And then exhaling, compacting down to Sha Dan Tian, the lower abdomen. And then put the palms over each other's store, circle, compacting the chi there. Okay. So let's do a little twisting to loosen up. And hips are straight. And we're going to turn like that. Loosen up. And then let's go to the level of the diaphragm and just twist. Let the arms be loose. And now we're going to go to the shoulder length, and we're going to turn, twist, and look at the raised heel. Turn, twist, look at the raised heel. Get that full stretch. Turn, look at the heel, it goes up. So you can feel the whole hip stretching. And when you make the turn, if the arms can be up about that high, it's like a little different when it's down here, but when it's up here, it stretches from arm. This is a difficult turn. You can see that fully stretched posture there. And relax. You can kind of feel, see how you feel the stretch in there, all across from the arms there. It's a nice stretch. Yeah. Rise. Rise to the balls of the feet, weights forward. And pull in the chi. When you do that, you sink to the heel. Compact down. Rise. And thread one joint at a time. Toes, ankles, knees, hips, spine, shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers come out straight. Fingers, wrists, elbows, shoulders, spine. Hips, knees, ankles, toes. So kind of breathe in from the toes to the fingers. And then back down. So consciously think of each joint, opening one at a time. And then back down to the toes. Press, compact the chi, drawing it up from the earth to the fingertips. Exhaling back down, pressing to the feet. expanding the spine. So I kind of press the toes down, and then I sort of stretch up from the head, so I get this accordion expanding. And then just floats up from the shoulder blade, the arms. Now just try it completely relaxed, without thinking, just think of it floating up, rolling back to the heels. Now feel you're pressing down. Pressing down. And see, it's like I'm almost holding the chi here, straight, and then rolling to the heels, drawing it in. And then I press. Then I roll to the toes, the hands roll forward. Stretching up from the spine to the top of the head. And then pressing down. Drawing up every joint, stretching it up. Sinking. Rising. Sinking. You want to get that opening of all the joints. Sinking. Yeah, up to the 45. Same thing, we're opening, the shoulder blades lift the arms. And we're sinking, compacting. Rising, see how I'm holding the chi and expanding like a ball, and I'm pressing it in. And back to the heels. Nice. Pressing together, expanding and contracting. Roll to the heels, sink, compact. Come to the balls of the feet, stretch up to the top of the head, fingers, compact. Okay. Bounce, bounce, and push. Sweep, sweep, push. And it's getting warm, so that's good. Chi's moving. Push, sweep, sweep, push. Short. 1, 2, push. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Just relax and store. So that little bit is kind of aerobic, you know, we're just doing a little bounce, you know, and it kind of moves the energy, opens it up. And see, when we're opening, we're not just lifting the arms up, we're actually lifting up the spine, stretching the toes, so you get that full stretch. You compact and expand. So that's the theme in all the rising and sinking, opening up so that the chi flows through all the joints, because it opens, but it doesn't become tight, it's relaxed, it's just a relaxed opening, and then it's a compacting, relaxed opening. The breath is coming through all those joints where the energy doesn't move through often, and then we compact it down. When we compact down the chi, we're pressing it through the joints, pressing and clearing out any stagnation. So just this movement here with the hands It's actually moving through the body, right? Anytime we move the hands down, anytime we move it up, we're moving it through. Okay, so swimming like a butterfly, paint the field, and through. Okay. Sink, pull through and rise. Sink. So you're gathering the chi, pushing it through the body. Gathering, sink, push through as you rise. Sink, and rise. Gather back, sink, and rise. Sink to the heels and through. Turn at the shoulders. Nice. Okay, now let's do it the opposite way. Sink and come through. Turn. Nice, Arnold. So when you come forward, it's not so much that the back rolls, it's more like you're still straight and you're forward, yeah. You come forward here. Because we can lean forward, but it's more like we're still straight. There's that point there. We have this slanted forward, so it's not like that, but it's kind of like, you know, when you're going off on a ski, and then pull through. And store. Let's paint the fence. Pull the chi up, paint down. So the hands are relaxed. There's a little flex as we paint down. And it's a little bit of a bounce here. The hands go forward. Tailbone's not out, it's in. And down. And the same thing, threading from the toes to the fingers, painting down, compacting to the feet. Feel the feet planted into the ground. Because we can like swing and just leave the ground. So we want to pull up, drawing up the chi, but the feet still stay planted. Watch the hands. Just a little bit of a swing here. Like here we're grabbing the earth, here we're pulling it up, and so you see how that swing motion with the hips is sort of like a flinging motion, but at the same time we hold it, the chi, we paint down. It gives us this quick energy. We draw up and then down. One more. Just put the palms together for a moment. Store. And let's work the hips a tiny bit. We haven't worked the hips for a while, so we were doing this, and it straightens up the hip as we do this. So it's like opening from the lower to the upper. So we want to remove the blocks in the hip. So isolating the hip, left, right, back, front. So you can go kind of like 4 directions, but then you can kind of round it. Good, that's good. Less of the upper body moving though. More of the hip just moving. And then you start to feel all of the muscles and bones in the hip. And in reverse directions. So when you go forward, you want that full forward, full left, back. Get that full turn. Okay, and now the figure 8. So slide back to the back heel. Loop this hip around, slide back here, loop. So the weight shifts to this foot on the back heel, then it shifts to the front of the foot, then it shifts to this back heel. And then I kind of turn it. I have to turn the body a little to get the weight shifting there. Knee traces over the toe, and then here. Knee traces over the toe. Okay, now we're going to go the opposite way. We're going to slide from the back to the front, and then loop on this side to the heel, then to the ball of the foot, loop back to the heel, and then slide to the front foot. Loop it around here. Gotta open that up. Here we go. Yeah, so we want to get that energy flowing into the hips. Let's work the shoulders a tad now too. So we're gonna scoop. 1 finger at a time, pinky to index. Look back, sweep. Bird's tail into the shoulder, push the elbow up. Index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky. Pinky, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, bird's tail. Push up, open up this area. And other side. Curl to a bird's tail. And then down. So you get that little extra stretch that we don't always get. Yeah. With the arm up. Open up the energy through the shoulders. And one more. So it's almost like when you put all your fingers together, it points all of the meridians and concentrates the energy. You know, so you have that bird's tail, and then you're putting it into your shoulder. And a lot of connecting meridians and muscles and joints come here. And so much is clogged up there. So we're clearing it out. We'll give ourselves a big hug, and tell ourselves that we're awesome, bless ourselves, love ourselves. And you're also stretching the shoulder a little. Open wide, and you're awesome. One more time. So it's like the emoto Water crystals, we're changing those, blessing our crystals in our body. Opening up, kind of holding the chi here, drawing it in, bringing it into you with love. And let's just catch the arm, like so. Open the shoulder and pull down a little, not too tight, just relax. And switch to the other side. And one more time. So it's like, we're talking about the 9 pearls, and each joint, these joints, the hip and shoulders are big joints, and lots of energy gets caught there, so we have a lot we want to open up in those joints, and we want to clear it. So we work the shoulders and hips quite a bit. We also work the wrists and fingers and hands when we reverse the tendons, and the knees when we thread through. So it's important that all that's open so the chi can flow through. Let's do 2 hands hold the sky. So sink down, clap. Fingers together. While you're down, you rise up on your toes and the hands come apart. Sweeping down, then you go down to your heels. Sink. Pull the chi in. Rise onto the toes. And sweep the field down. Pull in the chi. Stay down, clap, look at the hands, come up on your toes, and down. Draw it in. Eyes up, toes. So it's a little difficult to keep your balance and look upward, and then come down onto your heels. Pull the chi into your shot on tien. And then down. Heels. Gather. Relax. Store. That was 2 hands hold the sky, 2 hands hold the feet. So you remember this one? We dredge the sides of the legs down, the meridians here. Clear the energy there. Make a sound. Grab the earth, sweep it up inside the legs. Back of the palms together, hips forward. Spine isn't arched, but it's back. Pull up. So you want to keep the arms closer together so we don't throw it away, not so far, but about here. And then as we come forward, we dive down through the head, pierce through, around the belt route, and down the sides. Sweep the earth. Gather the earth. Gather the yin energy. Pull it through and bring it up. Now grab the yang energy, the heaven energy. Pierce it through the top of the head, the byway. Pierce it through the throat, the heart, the abdomen, around the belt route. Bend forward at the waist, sweep the earth around the feet. And pierce down through the head. So you're dredging those channels on the outside of the legs. Then you're drawing up on the inside of the legs, the inner yin leg meridians, up the central channel, and then penetrating down, piercing through the body, clearing. One more time. Release everything that's stored. Draw in some fresh earth chi. And pull it down through the top of the head. And store at the abdomen. We're going to turn earth and sky now. Turning earth and sky. So the hands are above. And they're going to sweep the field. And we're going to go down from the hip. Keeping the hands sweeping the earth. And then rotating. And now it's like it's drawing up. See how they're drawing up? Not like this, but like they're pressing like a round of a circle. Like you're going around a circle, right? But when we come up here, we're bent forward, and the hands have to sort of turn, and the hip turns at the same time. And then I'm sweeping here, and then here the hands are pressing up to heaven. Now my body turns, and the hands are sweeping down here. The body turns straight, and then sweeping here. So you want to feel you're grabbing, you're sweeping the chi and drawing it in, okay? So when I say sweeping, it means we're actually pulling it in. We're gathering it. And then you get this incredible stretch of the hip here. And we turn down, rotate, and come up. And we'll go the other direction now. So feel the sensitivity in the fingers sweeping down, gathering earth, gathering heaven. It's called turning earth and sky. I like to feel like I'm rotating the entire earth and sky, you know, just by the name of it. You practice, you're pulling it around. And relax, store the chi. You can do this one like 5 to 8 times in each direction. And of course you want to do it even so you're not dizzy and the brain's not overworked on one side, so it's even, balanced. Let's do a little arm work. So we're going to pull in the arm, turn, throw it over the head. Hand is upward. Good, good. Relax. Take a moment to articulate the movement too. So it turns and it comes here, comes in, and it goes around. So you're kind of present in all those ligaments as they move and turn. You're feeling them. Okay. Now we were throwing it over the head this way. We're going to throw it from behind our head, forward. Palm is up. You turn, palm stays facing up as much as possible. Turn, pierces through, turns around. sure we clear any blockages out of our arm meridians. Energy flows. Shoulders. Now the other side. So we'll throw it over this way. Pull it through the underarm. Turn it around. Over the head. Pulling through this way. Now we're going to go forward and bend at the elbow. Palm is up. Comes from the back of the head to the front. Nice. And then here. Now here it turns in this strange position. Through. We're talking about how the hands pierce through and they compress and so on. So here, just think of when the hands come together like this, they're like a knife, or something cutting through a little triangle, piercing through the whole body. Turn. So we have the same thing. Turn, turn and roll, and then down. Sweeping, then we sink. Sweeping the earth, pulling together, piercing through, turn. And sweep. Sink, gather. So here we're gathering the chi, we're gathering the earth, and like drawing it up to our chest, piercing it through our throat or head, stretching out the body, compacting, rising to the balls of the feet, sinking to the heels, sweeping the chi field. Pulling it up, pressing it, sweeping it down. The clouds pierce through. It's called clouds pierce through, but it's like we're piercing through the clouds, gathering the earth. And relax. So a lot of times we're compacting the chi down here, but here we're actually pulling it up here. And it was similar when we were doing this, we were pulling it up with the backhand. So it's just different ways of moving up and down the central channel, clearing that energy in the central channel. Let's do a little bit of waving. And so before we do the waving, let's feel that sensitivity of the hands. They turn. So that's how you gather, right? The backhand is gathering. Fingers are relaxed to gather. And then they rotate at the shoulders, and you feel this ball of energy. And as you pull it through, you want to pull the hips forward, and you're pulling it through the perineum to the back side of the tailbone. Gather, and then we're going to pull it through the lower abdomen. So I get a little bit of a pull back to the back, lower back, the Ming Men. And then I pull, see how the diaphragm sort of opens up? I pull it through the diaphragm. But I can't go all the way through, so the arms just kind of go back and around. And the chest stretches. And then And I have this motion like this. And then the throat. So I have the throat sort of pushed forward, and it pulls through from the front to the back, to the Daj way. Then I pull through the forehead. And then now we've gathered horizontally, and we're going to gather vertically. So the hands curl, heels come up, and pull down through the top of the head. Relax. Down and push. So it's a difficult thing because we're doing all of the movements, but part of it is to be relaxed. Because being relaxed, all the energy flows. And so really to open up our energy, it's a deep internal relaxation. Because then we can really go deep. We can open up all the joints. So I know we have to go off of our toes here, and if it makes you tense, then just put your heels up a little bit and then drop them down. And just take your time to feel it coming down here, the palms pressing. Okay, so let's gather again. And we're not really doing the waving, we're just doing the gathering through the perineum and tailbone, through the abdomen and lower back, Ming Men, through the diaphragm to the backside, through the chest, through the throat, and through the forehead. Gather earth, Di Qi, heaven, Tian Qi. Bring it down, heels up, draw it through the Bai Wei, the top of the head, palms together, draw it down, compact it. Okay, now we're going to do the same with the waving, okay? So we get this motion going, the chin rolls forward, the chin rolls back. Chin comes back, the hips go forward. Then we start to rise upward, and the chin rolls. So it's like a Ferris wheel rolling. Get that rolling motion going. Okay, now we're going to gather in coordination with the rolling. Pull through. Gather, pull through, Sha Dan Tian. Gather, consciously gather, pull through the diaphragm. Pull through the chest, through the throat. Clear those energy gates, the forehead to the back of the skull. Okay, then we step, relax. Draw the earth chi, heaven chi. Feel that, what you've drawn together. Heels up, push down. Palms and compact. Step out. And we'll do it one more time. Gather, pull through, roll the body. Lower abdomen, diaphragm, chest, throat, and forehead, and step, and gather, and pull through the body, compact down, and store. So a lot of things stick in these chakras and energy gates, and so our hands and our mind together move it out. And if things aren't moving, that's when there can be heart problems, thyroid problems, whatever. You can just take the time to sit, and when we hold our hands together here, it's not just holding the hands, it's like the hands are inside the body, right? And there's a connection between the hands, and there's a connection with the field, the universal field of qi. So it's like you're drawing that in and you're affecting the dantians. So we got the 3 dantians. If you hold it up here at Shang dantian, the upper dantian, and you feel this ball, and you're thinking of the back of the head and the front of the head, the forehead, the 2 sides, like it's connecting. And instead of like looking through your eyes, think of looking through the center of the forehead, so that you're seeing through that dantian, the upper dantian. You're having that wisdom of the upper dantian, and you're seeing through it. And you're holding your hands here just to give you the feeling of it. So in some of the meditations, we move through the dantian, but here we're using the hands to help us sense this feeling. And I know this is one of the hardest standing meditations, so we're just doing this for a little bit just to get a feel. So I have this ball I'm holding between my hands. I'm relaxed, my body's relaxed, feet, and you can do the heaven and earth breathing through the feet and the top of the head, exhaling out the arms. But the idea here is to sense the upper dantian and see through it, like an eye is looking through it. And this is to train us for the meditation part. And now let's take it down to the chest and feel not just the chest, but the back of the chest. You're holding this through the whole body, the whole upper dantian. So you're clearing, there's all kinds of things this elixir field, dantian, is regulating in this whole middle section of our body. So you want to tune in and feel that middle dantian. And there's a whole specific body wisdom in this area. And then think of your mind's eye looking through the middle of the chest. Right in the center of the chest. The middle dantian, middle point is located between the 2 nipples, right in the very center of the chest. But it expands out and it goes inward. And then take that ball of energy and move it down to Sha dantian. And feel the back side of Shan dantian, feel the front side, inside the abdomen all the way to the lower back. As if you're looking through there from the lower back to the front, and you're bringing that wisdom into the lower dantian. So that's just a little sense of the 3 dantians. So even something as simple as doing this, we're moving through that. We're drawing in life force into these dantians, pulling it in. And that affects a big change when we have that sensitivity to all of these energy gates, sensitivity to the top and the bottom, the perineum and the Bai Wei and the Wei Yin. That central pole, we want to feel the awareness of that. So all of these exercises, we're working on that. When we're rising up in that pole, we're sinking. Sweeping the earth, and it's sweeping, compacting together, expanding, holding the chi, sinking, compacting, and expanding. Sink down in this kind of a U shape. It opens, it expands, it contracts in the center. Remember, we want to hold the chi here. We don't want to throw it away. You want to sink, compact. Down to the heels. Feel the energy between the hands, compacting it, expanding it, connecting with the earth, connecting with the heaven chi, pulling it together. And store and relax. Well, see how you sweep when you come down here? See how the hands are coming together? It's pressing here. It's like I swept it up. I'm holding it. Now I'm opening it and expanding it. So I'm not tossing the hands. I'm opening it. Now I'm receiving here. And I open up the chest a little bit. And then I start sinking with the body, pressing in, connecting to the earth. Oh, that's the bell. And expanding. So let's do raising single hand. Here we're taking a drink. The head rolls up, push up. And then the head turns with the hand down. Push up. Roll the head down, chin down to the chest, sweeping up the earth, gathering to the abdomen. Push. Push. Push straight up. And take your time, feeling that push. Fingers are lower than the palm. Head turns to the side of the body. And rolls. Push up. And one more. So here the chin is down. And the chin rolls up. Pushing up. Turn. Push up. And store. Let's do Vitality Qigong, Wudong Mountain. Our favorite, some of our favorites. I love this. Okay, so connect with the earth, hands connected. Feet are forward. So when I say feet are forward, I mean the body is, the weight's on the balls of the feet, even though the heels are touching the ground. And then we sink to the heels. And as we sink, we collapse at the abdomen. The arms rise from the shoulders, drawing up the chi. And then push down, push the feet down, draw the head up. And now sink. Hold this ball in front of your chest. And then open to your right, rising. And then sink to the center. And then open to your left as you rise. Sink to the center. Expand as you rise. Press the feet down, draw the head up. Expand the chi, open this ball, and push as you sink. Push toward the ears as you sink down. And then press the feet. Draw the chin in and push forward and upward. Don't lock the arms, keep the joints relaxed. And then draw the head up as you paint the field down. The head goes in and up. And now sink, draw the hands up to the face, and press down. One more time, forward to the feet, palms to the earth, to the heels. And as we sink, the arms rise. And then press down. And then rise. And now open to your right. Mirroring me. And we're rising up. Sink to the center. Open to your left as you rise slowly, holding that ball. And sink to the center. And open and rise. Compact the chi between the head. Push it forward, upward. Chin comes in. Hands go up. And just sweep the field down. Draw the head upward a little. Feet into the ground. Now sink. And press down and rise. So you really want to have that sinking of the feet into the ground and the drawing of the head. So the feet press and it goes up. And the collapsing at the abdomen. One more time, we'll try. Forward, connecting with the earth, to the heels, sink as the arms float up from the shoulders, shoulder blades. And then press the feet to draw upward. And now sink at the abdomen. Open. And rise. Sink to the center. Open and rise. Sink to the center. Open, relax. Open. Sink. And push forward and upward. And sink to the center. Push down. Conclusion. Di Qi, Tian Qi, Qi Bai Wei, Qi Zhong Bai, Qi Shen Ren Tian. So earth Qi, gather, turn at the shoulders, gathering heaven Qi. So you feel that gathering here. Draw it down through the head. Draw it down through the central channel and store, drawing it down to the abdomen. One more time. Di Qi, Tian Qi, Qi Bai Wei, Qi Zhong Mai, Qi Shen, Sha Dan Tian. Thank you to the teachers. Thank you to each other.